Alright, so now we come to our last section, which is problem solving. So you need to be able to utilise all the information we have learnt so far in this chapter to be able to problem solve some worded questions. So just a little bit of a recap. Cosine rule is used when you have three sides or when you have two sides and an included angle. Sine rule is used when you have one side and two angles, also known as full complete pair and a half a pair. That's what I refer it to as. And yeah, so let's give example 8 a go. So the angles of an elevation to the top of the mountain are measured from two beacons A and B at the sea. The measurements are shown on the diagram. So here we go. Those are the two angles. If the beacon are 1,473 meters apart, so these two are that much apart, how high is the mountain? So this is what we're trying to eventually solve, this height over here. So we have a little bit of working out to do. So first things first, I will look at the diagram and see if I can fill in any other information. I do know that I should be able to find this little angle. I might call it A. So how do I find angle A? Well, you might have already noticed that it's a triangle. So 41.2 plus, this is a 90-degree angle. So 90 plus A will be 180 degrees. So if I rearrange that and solve it, hopefully I won't have to explain how to do that. I get A is 48.8 degrees. So I might just write a little arrow, 48.8 degrees. What else can I find? Well, I should be able to find this angle B. Maybe I shouldn't call it B because it might be a bit confusing. I'll call it phi. So phi should be, so this angle should be 180 degrees. So phi plus 41.2 should be 180 degrees. So the phi should be 180 take 41.2, which is 138.8 degrees. So I'm going to write that instead, 138.8 degrees. Now, because I found those two areas of a triangle, or angles of a triangle, I should be able to find this one over here as well. I'll call it phi again. So 29.7 plus 138.8 plus whatever that last angle is should add up to the angles of triangles, which is 180. So that gives me equals to 11.5 degrees. So that last angle is 11.5 degrees. So hopefully you can kind of see what I've written. You can draw a bigger triangle to fit that in your book if you would like to. So now what I need to find is, I've got three angles. I have already a one length. I need to be able to find H over here, meaning I need to be able to work with this second triangle. I see kind of two little triangles here. I need some extra information, so probably thing I would need, I can find this length, and I could find this length. Now, one of them is going to be more helpful than the other. Have a look. We really want to approach that second triangle, so we really want to find this length, this one, so we can kind of approach that second triangle. So let's see if we can find this, label it X, and find it using sine or cos. Well, let's have a look. Let's see what sort of pairs we have. Do we have a full complete pair is the question you want to ask yourself, because we want to either use the sine or eliminate it and just use the cos. So that's a half a pair, this one and that one. Do we have a full pair? Well, we have a length, we do have an angle, so we do have a full pair. So I might use maybe a different color to show you that. So this one is the full pair, the yellow one. So I'm going to write the half pair first, my unknown at the top. So X is the length, my sine corresponding angle is 29.7. The length is 1473, and then the corresponding angle is 11.5. So in order to find X, I just go times. So that's how I find my X. Now this is important to show you're working out, because if you get it wrong in the test, if you get your answer wrong but didn't show me anything on the working out and just worked it all out in your calculator, I'm not able to see what you have done. So make sure you write it down. So I get about 3660.621858. Now this is a very long number, so I might just use that as an exact number. Write my units, meters, and move on. So let's look at the second triangle. So if I kind of redraw that second triangle, I've got my height that I want to find. I've got 41.2 degrees. I found my x, which is that one. And then I know also this degree, 48.8. Let's see what we can do. So we need to use this information, and we can use this information as well. The blue one will be my complete pair, yellow one will be my half pair. So I'll start using my half pair first. So use my h because that's what I want to find. Sine 41.2, and my length is going to be x. I might just sorry about that. Leave it as x, and then I'll just write the exact answer in the calculator because I can't be bothered writing it out. And then my angle is 90 degrees. Alright, then I'm going to get rid of the sine 41.2. Alright, so therefore my h is going to be, I'll write my full x, so I'm going to write the yellow x, the exact version, so I can put it in the calculator, and then I will write the rest of it over here. So let me just tell you what I've done in case you didn't follow. So x is this answer, so I've just written it over here, and then I have written sine 41.2 over here at the top, and then the sine 90 at the bottom. I've just basically rearranged that formula into a nice looking one. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing, it's just rearranging a bit of formula. It would give you probably quite similar answer if you just decide to use this answer instead as well. But I like exact answers, hence why I'm doing this. Alright, so just chuck it in your calculator. Alright, so that will be 2411 meters, and I might just leave it there without any decimal places because when they wrote their meters they didn't have any decimal places. So I just write my final answer, write mountain was 2411 meters high. And there you go. So make sure you do these questions before you do example 9.